Hello guys, and welcome to another day with Zimaleta. In today's video, I'm going to be testing this earthquake 1400 foot-pounds of torque type of tool. I'm also going to be unboxing this tool, and I'm going to be unboxing this tool, and I'm going to be putting it up against my other earthquake type of tool, which is 1200 foot-pounds. And I want to be able to do some examples for you guys, testing it by actually trying to remove my sprinter tire, because every time my bolts are so tight, because I do use an impact to put them on. Those, but in some cases these impacts do remove stuff, and you guys will see firsthand in this video how they really measure up. I'm gonna do all kinds of tests. I'm gonna tighten stuff up, I'm gonna untighten stuff, and you could make a better decision which of these tools you want to buy, because I wish there was a video like this that was made for me to watch back when I actually purchased my earthquake. I purchased one that was a 1200 foot-pounds of torque, because I kind of figured, you know what, I really don't need this crazy one with 1400 foot-pounds of torque with a 3/4 inch. You know, mainly we're using like a half, you know, sockets all the time, so this seemed like overkill for me. Now I feel different. I feel that I should have gotten this, because you could put a little socket adapter, which I knew they had them back then, but for some reason I thought it's gonna be a heavier tool, and I decided not to get it just because of, you know, it's extreme torque. So I wish I would have got this instead, because at that point I was on a budget and I really could not go out and buy myself 3 of these different tools, you know, and now I can, of course. But this one here I really like now, because this is 1400 foot-pounds of torque, and I could put a socket on it of any size and use a half or 3/8 or what have you. And being on the budget, this is what I would really go for. But take a look at this video. I'm going to unbox everything, and then I'm going to show you how they really measure up, how they really do it. So you could skip the unboxing, but in the unboxing section I do say a lot of interesting things that might be helpful, you know, for somebody that's thinking about buying something like this and you really don't know, you know, like what to expect, and you know what to get and that kind of stuff. So I want to help you try to make that decision, because I wish somebody would do it to me, you know. So, but anyways guys, enjoy the video. Bye. Let's go ahead and actually pull this stuff out, and I'm gonna just show you what they come with. Also, the way I see it, one of the benefits is of actually owning more than one, okay? Your battery is always going to be charged, because you could only use about one tool unless you have somebody helping you, like I have my boys helping me out. So you'll still have one battery or two that's going to be fully charged. Not that these batteries die quick. These batteries actually last quite a bit. I got a couple other earthquake, they're smaller type of tools that I think I should show in this video, and those batteries die a lot quicker, so it makes sense to actually buy more than one tool, but of a different type, just so you could get a, you know, extra charger, extra battery. So basically, obviously, you get the tool, you get the battery. Wow, this is heavy. This is really heavy, and then you have to press on, because it's kind of like in the middle. So this is 1400 foot-pounds of torque. Definitely a really nice tool to have. Also, good thing about it is that they're including like chargers with these things, because some of the tools, like Hercules and stuff in the store, you know, you have to buy the charger and battery separate. Something to keep in mind, and which is good, because if you have a charger at home and a battery, you could just keep buying those you know, Hercules type of tools, and you could just use your batteries at home. But in that case, I just recommend just get a bigger battery, I guess, for those tools. But with 3 of these, I could have like 3 batteries charging at the same time, because I actually have, you know, 3 of these tools. You guys seen another one in one of my other videos, probably from like a year and a half, a couple years ago. So this is going to be good for just like quick disassembly. Like I constantly use stuff and not to over torque. Now this is like pretty much my daily gun, and I mean, look, you could see this is, you know, that black right there, This is not plastic. Like, this is some kind of aluminum or possibly stainless steel. And probably should take care of my tools, you know, better. But heck, I use them. This is what the tools are for. So they're getting scratched up, they're getting a little dirty, but they're really strong. So, you know, we have pretty much a 1200 foot-pounds of torque gun here, which is a half. That's a 1400 foot-pounds of torque, and that's 375. So that's actually a really nice one. So boys, now you could use this for taking stuff apart as well. So we're actually going to be taking a couple of those. But guys, in this video, what I want to do is I bought a couple attachments for that gun, and I want to really quickly go out to my Sprinter van and see if that will undo my lug nuts. And at this point, I don't feel very confident that it can do it, because this one is just does just on one spot, like it doesn't really do anything. Yet it tightened it up, but it can't remove it. So I'm going to take that one, put an attachment on it, and get outside. I'm here at my van. It needs lots of service. You'll be seeing a video about it pretty soon. So let me first show you what's going on here. So here's a 3/4 inch socket thing, and here's a half. Okay. By the way, you're mainly going to be using like a half, like this, not a 3/4. So in order to use that one, for it to be usable, you're gonna need something like this. You're gonna need to get this thing, go ahead and actually install it here. And boy, it's a tight fit, so that's good. So now basically this just became a half. So, you know, like in a way, like I'm thinking, if you're trying to get the best of both worlds, maybe just get like the biggest one. All right, you can't really go wrong with that. You know, just get extra power, just get yourself that socket, and now it becomes a half. You know, so, and it's a powerful socket, nothing's going to really happen to it. So this 19 socket, for some reason, it gets really stuck on that main one, and it doesn't with these other tools. So that's why I'm putting an extender. Yeah, you see how even like with this, I can't really put it in. Look at this. It's a freaking tight fit. So we're not gonna use that. So I'm, you know, and I hate to put this on this tool and then have to use a screwdriver to try to, you know, get it out of there. It's really hard. So anyways, let's see how this works. See, nothing, and it doesn't matter where I go. So nothing's happening here. So let's see if this actually will work. Well, at least this actually inserted just fine. So I guess it's a difference in sizes, you know, sometimes. So let's see how this works. So same thing, it's kind of stuck still. It does feel like it has some potential though. A bit of a disappointment, because I'm really happy with the tool. Like, I'm really happy with the tool. A little bit disappointed that I cannot use it for removing my tires. It's just, you know, you would think it can handle it, but it can't. My recommendation is, if you're on a budget, you just want one of them, then get this bigger one, because it weighs the same pretty much as that other tool. You could change up the socket, and now you have pretty much a half, you know, and you could change it down to 3/4, so you could be using this as a 3/4 and everything else. That's what I've been doing, guys. But let's just keep working it. I'm not going to give it up just yet, okay? Okay, look at that. That came loose. Now, come to think of it, probably should have got warranty for this. I use these tools all the time. I'm almost thinking I'm doing this with an original battery. I actually forgot that it's got a battery charge. You know, it actually tells me what the charge is. So this one shows 2 bars. Let's see what this one shows. It shows 3. So this battery potentially is stronger than this one. So let's see if a more charged battery will do the trick. I know what you're thinking, guys. Just put a bar on it, get it loose, and then try to do it. After all, it is heating up, and you'll be right. But when I get stuff like this, I want this to do the hard work, not me. So now you can actually see the importance, guys, of having extra batteries. And I hate to pay like 50 bucks a battery when I could just get the whole tool for like 119 bucks, like I did that little one. And now I have a whole battery to go along with it, like in another tool to use. But anyways, I have like a nice bar that I might bring out. I'm gonna see what we could do with that. So guys, here's the original tool. Here's not original. This is big. This is actually specially designed to actually basically do this type of thing. It locks in the middle, so you could do this. It locks in on both sides and it moves around. And this here is obviously a 3/4 inch. So this is meant for even like removing like the trucker's tires. The brand is her brand, made in USA. So I really don't know where to get these. I got lucky and I actually found this at an auction and I bought it. I don't know what I paid for it, but boy, this is hot. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pop that into place and try to remove it first. Let's see what this can do. This original one. And you can see they're pretty tight. Now, I'm pretty sure I went around after that, you know, torque thing, and I went around and actually hand tightened all this stuff. That's what I do. I really tighten things up because I don't want to lose no tires. And then this is what happens. If you're like me and you're tightening things up like crazy, you're gonna need something crazy to remove it. Okay, see? So that made things a whole lot easier. Makes a big difference, doesn't it, guys? Boy, that one was really tight. So now I could actually put this on my tool and try to remove it that way. Yeah, it removes just fine. All right, so next thing I want to try, I'm gonna tighten this thing up using this tool. Okay, I'm gonna tighten up this bolt, let's say. Okay, I'm gonna tighten it up really tight. Question is, can this remove that bolt? And then we're gonna do it vice versa. Okay, so now Now I'm gonna try to remove it, because I'm pretty sure I hand tighten these things. I can't remember, because I just recently installed it. No, nope, it can't. Okay, so this can't do it, but question is, what about the one it tightens? Can it untighten? I want to make sure it's good and tight. Now we're gonna untighten it. So it untightened. Good. At least its own strength it's able to handle. The next thing I do want to test is, of course, want to see if it as well can undo its own tightness here. Okay, so it did do it. So both of these tools can do it. So next I'm gonna try to see, I'm gonna try to pull this off. Why is it so hard to put these things on sometimes? Man, look at that. Bit my skin right off. So I want to see how hard this actually is to do it by hand. Yeah, this is pretty impossible. What about using this little thing and doing a little jumping on it? Look at that, guys. This 14 foot-pounds of torque is not letting me remove it by actually jumping around with the original wrench. 1200 foot-pounds. I'm not too sure if I possibly, yeah, look at that. That's gonna hurt. Well, it already hurts. Let's tighten this thing some more. Okay, so I tighten it. Let's see if I can actually remove it. That's a 1200 foot-pounds. Yeah, I could definitely do that. So this is 1400 pounds now. Nope, I can't do it with a short wrench. You know, although you could take a hammer to it and but this tool's gonna be flying off. It's very loose. So let's see if you could actually do this like that. Yeah, so with this longer one, you know, it's like if you had a long enough stick you could move the world pretty much. That's what this is. So that definitely does work. And then you could also take your, see, this is, wow, even though I've gotten this thing loose, you know, this is actually still, I can't do this with my hands. I can't do it. I can't do it, but I did move it just a tiny bit. Let's see if now my impact, the 1200 can get it. That's still hard for 200. That actually moved it a little bit. So that's how this 1400 foot-pounds of torque, it tightens it. Even though it actually moved just a little bit. It almost seems like nothing happened. But that little movement, what makes me wonder is, can I remove it using this? Yeah, I sure can. And so I'm just gonna lightly, I'm gonna remove this a little bit, lightly. So guys, what's the conclusion here? Here's the conclusion that I do see. All right, the 3/4 inch tool is a must-have in your toolbox, whether you're on a budget or not. It's very important. The 1/2 inch, you could skip altogether. You really don't have to get it, because that 3/4 inch costs the same price as a 1/2, and you could put an attachment on it, which will then make it a 1/2, or a 3/4 for that matter. So the only thing is, I would not use a 3/4 for removing stuff that's like 3/8, you know. No, removing, yes, I could use it, but not installing, because that's too big of a socket to try to do anything, because that might actually just strip threads and just like rip things apart. Mainly I would use the 3/8 one, and I believe it is 3/8. I hope I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, 3/8. All right. I know it's like 3/8, but you know, sometimes I get confused and I'm thinking I'm saying it wrong. But the 3/8, I think it's going to be perfect for like an everyday tool. Firstly, it's cheap. I picked up mine for like $119. All right, the 3/8 is going to be perfect for taking out all the little stuff on your Sprinter, like your anything from your lights, your bumpers, and you know, like all of the stuff around. You know, now the half, if you're not on the budget, and I'm not on the budget, would be my preferable choice for removing all these other bolts. You know, you don't really need that much torque to remove those. Now, if you are on a budget, then just get yourself a 3/4 one, because a 3/4 is capable of just massive amount of you know, strength. And it's important to have a breaker bar, something with a 3/4 inch socket, something that's designed to actually remove tires, because guess what? All breaker bars are different. And I think I have one back here. I think I have it to where I've broken it, but I really don't feel like really getting it. But I broke that little tip right off. Another breaker bar that's actually not designed for removing tires, you know, and being how my tires are so tight, a while ago, I tried to remove it. I didn't have any other option. I didn't have this other tool that I'm showing you, and man, I broke that half, you know, thing in there, you know, clean off. And I believe that tool has like a lifetime warranty, so, you know, I think I should get another one, trade it in. But this one, I think it's some kind of special metal to where like this will not break off like that. So, and that's actually like really important. So guys, I hope you like this little review that I actually prepared for you guys, and just showing you everything hands-on, how these tools work, because you know, they are expensive tools. If you're gonna get all of these earthquakes like I got, this is like about $1,000 in tools easily, because they're like each one, you know, there's like the 3/4 is like $279, the half is $279, so basically give or take that's $600, and then you start looking at all these other ones like 150, 150, 150, and that stuff really adds up. So I can imagine that you're probably not going to be able to buy all of them, or at least all of them at once. So if I was right now, if I was on a budget and I was like thinking of which tool to buy for the impact, I would definitely get the 3/4, because that's capable of doing all the jobs. And yes, it's a heavy tool. I don't mind the heaviness, because it's going to be a lot heavier if you do it with your arms or your legs. It's like you're breaking your arms or legs. And you know what? You only have 2 sets of arms and 2 sets of legs if you haven't lost them, and you don't want to really damage your body, because mechanical type of work can be back breaking work and arm breaking work, and you want to make your life a whole lot easier, because look, mistakes happen and like that. Like I just, you know, hurt myself for like no reason. And when you're banging stuff with the hammer and you're holding a socket, you could bang your fingers up and stuff like that. And you know what? I don't want to do that. I much rather have the tool do it. Spending, you know, $279 on the tool, it's well worth it for me, because man, that's gonna be like, it saves my arms, saves everything. And you guys might not know this, but I'm nearly 40 years old, which is not old by any means, but I'm not young either, you know, so I'm not about to be like being stupid and just, you know, just using my bare strength to try to remove stuff. Believe me, I did many times and it worked, and you know, it got me this far. But this is not something I would want to do all my life. You could really seriously get hurt. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed all of these little things I've showed you, the comparisons and stuff like that. There is no reason for me to try to talk positively or negatively about the tools. This is from personal experience, like what I'm using and how I use it. And to me, I like tools, you know, and I just keep buying them, and I keep buying cars and stuff, and I really enjoy working with impacts and stuff because, guys, they make your life a whole lot easier and faster. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. God bless you. See you guys in my next video. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. This is a car channel, and we do a lot of car stuff here. But overall, this channel is about me, and this is what I do in my daily life. So I try to basically record it. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys. See you guys later. Bye-bye. My name is Serge Zimaleta. I'm 37 years old, and yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now, I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have Sprint or Expedite or business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.